Welcome to the Hydeout, where we bring you everything anime, Marvel, DC, you name it. We bring it to you. Hopefully, y'all been enjoying all that we brought. So, yeah, another week. I'm excited, guys. The first bit of news today, to get right into it, is some anime news. My friend here has already got some really hard feelings for it, so we want to know what you think. We'll discuss it a little bit. We're bringing up some Demon Slayer news. That's the only news we got, but the news was regarding the latest arc that's supposed to come out for them. They're calling it the Infinity Castle arc,
yes.
But they are in talks about having it adapted into a trilogy movie. So,
movie trilogy.
What do you think? Again, what's very upsetting, I haven't caught the last season of Demon Slayer, but
that's what happens when you don't keep up with manga.
I know, it's ridiculous. When you wait for the anime to come out instead of be on the manga side, you know.
Since you're comfortable reading subtitles, though, right?
Yeah,
because I know some people.
Brianna likes to watch it dubbed for the fact that she can do and listen.
Yeah.
And I was like, as opposed to me, I think the opposite, because it happened when I watched my favorite show is Naruto. When it got to a certain season, it switched to all subs, and you're like, oh, you got so used to a voice, you know what I mean? Like,
and that switch is actually really hard, like transitioning from subbed or dubbed to whatever other one that you weren't listening to. That transition is very different.
It was like, you're like, wait, that's what he was really supposed to sound
like,
you know what I mean? It reminds me of the Spanish dubbed movies on like Telemundo, you know what I mean? Like, you got Rocky, who's like a deep bass, like, oh, Adrian, and then the Mexican voice is like, Adrian, you know, it's like, whoa, what am I watching here?
You're like, hold on, you know you guys have the power to just change his voice. Like,
you could have found an actor somewhere in Mexico that had a deep voice, and you go with this guy, like,
hey man, that's how they feel. That's how he feels on the inside.
I'm scared like a little girl. But no, that's what it reminds me of. So like when it literally, when we were watching it, I think it hadn't gotten that far. Maybe I just didn't want to look at the right sites, but it stopped in like some part of Shippuden where it just went straight dubbed.
I'm gonna say it was right before the
Pain arc, right?
Right before either the Pain arc or right after that, before the 5 Kage Summit.
Somewhere around there, I think so. Because it, yeah, I think you're right. Where he was talking to the crowd, I was like, man, it would have sounded so good, you know, in the English dub, but it was, you know, yeah, I think you're right.
Dude, Carla's voice actor's pretty good.
Yeah, so, that's the hardest part of it all. Yeah. But, again, back to Demon Slayer. I'm upset that I didn't get to watch it yet. I heard really good things about this last arc.
Really good.
It was amazing, so I need to tune into it. I'm already pretty far in what we were watching that we're going to talk about later, so I might just jump into that right after. But
I don't even know where they have the site on. I think except outside of Crunchyroll. I think Crunchyroll has it, but
someone else, I might.
I'm not paying premium to watch something I already read.
So you watched it with the commercials?
Sometimes if I
but
have to.
This last arc, did you watch it?
I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't watched it either? Oh,
but I read the manga, so I've already done it.
Man, you're judging me because of the manga here? I thought you watched the anime, man.
No, I'm manga exclusive right now. I'm caught up. I'm done.
Oh, man. Like, I thought you were judging
Jordan, you're behind. I'm judging you because you don't read manga.
That's funny. But, yeah, so you're just caught up on the manga. Okay. So, how, like, it's done? Like,
the manga, yeah, it's done.
So you know the conclusion?
Yeah.
Are you excited, again, like how we always talk, are you at least excited to see how they're going to animate it?
Oh, yeah. No, the hype I have for this Demon Slayer anime to be done right is so high because I'm like the manga was so incredibly like holy crap, like this is gonna go on, like
Real.
and then when they animated it,
So tell me how has it been, like how you were telling me about Death Note, where Death Note has been going like hand in hand, like to
Demon
the manga.
Demon
What
Slayer
has
is
it been?
basically 1-to-1.
It's almost the same right now too.
It's basically the same right now.
Cool.
Like granted, they took out. I know Rengoku has his own like little spin-off,
Okay.
but I think they even took out his Rengoku Gaiden, which was like a little one-shot for him, and
What
that
do you
was
mean? Like, that manga was a.
no. His manga was like he had like a whole manga, but there was like a one chapter thing of his, and I don't even think they showed that in the anime, but it was like kind of like I think even the mangaka was saying that Rengoku was his favorite, so you know he kind of gave Rengoku a little bit extra.
Okay.
But
the creator of the really,
yeah,
and he got one off him first, like what?
Well, when you see what comes later, you will understand why.
As in, like the
Dude,
terror and everything
like
that's supposed to come.
okay, you know the Hashira.
Yeah. Huh?
You've seen all them lined up.
Yeah, I wear the shirt.
Yeah.
And don't know the names, but I wear
You
the
don't
shirt.
know the names.
I swear you got me so mad at that.
I can't remember all the names, but I do know most of them.
Okay.
But oh man, I forget the homeboy's name that I really like right now. It's like blanking out on me. But the homeboy, the prayer dude with the scar and everything. He's like damn near like one of the top strongest people up there. Rengoku could give him a run for his money if he had stayed alive later. Like Rengoku is a complete, and then on top of that too, you got to remember Rengoku wasn't fully trained. His dad was training him when he was younger, but then after his mom died, he just stopped training him entirely. So Rengoku was basically self-taught.
I did not know that. I might have missed that part.
Yeah.
What?
So, with as powerful as he is,
So he was a unit, in other words.
Oh yes,
So he was just a
yes.
beast. God. What? Dang, like that's. As a creator, I don't think I can one off the dude I like. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I sit there and I'm like thinking. Well, as you were telling me that, I'm thinking in my head like, why would you do that? Why would you take your number one guy?
Because at the same time, you know what you want him to do, and you also realize is this going to be conclusive to the story to help it? And if he's too powerful, we got to get like.
You're gonna have to get someone else that's power.
And it's kind of like with Naruto. Like all the super powerful people have some magical illness. That's Itachi, Kiyomaru. Like all of them have illnesses that are killing them before they're supposed to die because
they would have been too strong if they were not
incredibly powerful. So yeah.
Dang, you just opened my mind to a whole new concept. Wouldn't have thought of it like that. You go hard, bro. But so what we were talking about to bring on the show. What is it about the trilogy movie that you're afraid of that they won't do?
Okay, so I'm caught up. With the manga. I do know that before the movie comes out, they're having a season 4.
Okay. So it's confirmed?
It's confirmed they're having season 4.
Okay.
Because if they want to do the Infinity Castle arc as movies, they have to first finish something before that.
Okay.
So before this latest season, there's something in there that goes on, and then the Infinity Castle could happen. But with the...
So you're familiar with that arc?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
does it establish that in the manga? Like this is.
I mean, it doesn't really establish.
Like when you get that chapter book, does it say that or what is it?
I don't really know. Like I'm trying to think of it. I don't think it like tells you arc this and this. Like the Mugen Train arc and the Entertainment District arc. Mm-hmm. I don't think those are like. It doesn't say these are the arcs, but people call them arcs because that whole
is to that storyline.
To that storyline, like everything that happens.
So there's no established arc. You just know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like with the Pain arc, there was Pain coming to Konoha, and then afterwards, then it became the 5 Kage Summit.
Because they're trying to never had that problem. Yeah.
Each thing has its own internal thing. The overall story is Naruto or Demon Slayer, but then within there you have small stories making up the bit larger story. So,
got it. Okay.
but yeah, dude, like season 4 has to happen, and then when season 4 happens, depending on, pretty sure I know where it's gonna end, but I just don't like animes into movies too much because it's just like it's so much information, and they have to. Are you going to keep it an hour? Or are you going to do it an hour and a half? Are you going to try to do it 2 hours? Because now you're going to stretch it out.
Has that been the typical movies that have been going to the theaters? What, like only an hour?
They're like an hour and a half, I think.
Okay,
But some of them are like
15
recaps.
That's all I was wondering. Like when I first watched Mugen Train, I was like, when it came out as the show, I was like, wait, we already know what's going on here.
Yeah,
like,
you
it
know,
was like, it was like recapped or something like that.
Yeah.
So it kind of threw me off for a little bit too. So okay, so
Looks like we froze again.
do we? And it went
Well,
up.
on here. And then, yeah, see, it's all patchy.
Well, we gotta continue. We gotta just chug along. But if made into a trilogy, do you think that that's why they're doing it? Because they're gonna, instead of 2 seasons of 12 episodes, they can fit it all in. It just sounds scary. It just sounds scary to come back and like now coming out of my mouth like 3 movies at an hour and 25 minutes a piece. Is it enough to cover what can happen in 3 seasons? You know what I mean?
Let me tell you this. I'm not gonna give away a lot, but there's 3 big things that happen in the Infinity Castle arc. Like 3 major things that go on. All of them are technically happening congruently. They're all happening at the same time, but you could legit I can understand why they make a movie. This over here, this over there, and then the final one over here. Like it could do well as a movie if you give it enough time to breathe and don't rush it. You know?
How fast would you want those movies to come out?
Not fast at all. Give it like
a year between.
A year between each.
Really?
Don't rush it, because if you rush it, it means the animation has to suffer.
But what if they made it all at once and then they made it into the trilogy? Would that? Do you think that would work? Like an actual like live action where they can film everything all at once and then like.
I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, like with Infinity War and Endgame, they could do something like that. But with animation, it's a bit more difficult because you have to take each like scene and
frame
mess with it. Yeah. So I don't know.
It would be a waste of doing that much drawing.
Yes.
If it was cut. I see that. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, but no, okay.
And then you have to have a definitive ending for one of the first movie, then start it up again, second movie, definitive ending, start up third movie, and now like this Blue. How
would you have done the series? Would you have rather it been 2 seasons and leading up to a final movie of the final battle? Like
I probably would have been okay with that. Like, give me 2 seasons, 15-ish to 20-ish episodes, because this last arc is going to be something crazy. Give me 15 episodes.
That series?
Dude, it's this last arc goes hard.
Stupid. Jeez,
oh, dude, it's incredible. Like what goes on. Like
you really make me want to read the mangas, guys.
Dude, like I'm trying not to say anything and not get.
It's so hard
because I'm like, if you just knew a
sliver.
If I were to like open Pandora's box just a little bit, you're dead. Like you're like manga now. Let's go. Like dude, they have the manga set already on sale. I'm like, I need it. Just
Show me
because
one page, man. Show me one page.
I can't.
Is that all there?
Well, I could pull up a page, but without context. Oh, you know what? I mean,
the scene.
I know a scene. I'll pull something up. Here.
All right, guys.
Here,
This might be it.
I don't think you guys can see it because of the camera.
Yeah. I won't. We won't show the viewers though, but let's see the real reaction of what's supposed to happen in my eyes.
What is his name again? The Water Hashira.
Bro, you. You can do it.
I'm like blanking out so hard right now.
I'll go for it. I'll go for it.
That's what it was, Gyu. Here, I'm just going to show you an image real quick. It's not going to give away too much, but...
Gyu?
Yeah, Gyu.
Tomioka?
Yeah, Tomioka.
So, when they pronounce their names when the manga, the anime comes out, is it like how you think it is? Have you read so many mangas that you kind of
I kind of understand how to phrase it. Every now and then they do throw me for a loop. I was like, wait, what?
Whoa, that's how you say it? That's interesting facts, guys. That's some interesting facts.
Remember, you can't say too much. There's the mic's still on, so you can't give it away. Stop trying to look at more. Sorry.
That is nice. It is nice.
This is actually in color too, because
some come in black and white, right?
Yeah, most of them come in black and white. Every now and then a manga will do color, so that way, like, some people have like
This Trunks. Is the last arc, or it was
this is the last arc. But
so homie's still around. Guys,
but
all right, you got me like I wasn't expecting that one. Where I'm at. That's how it's supposed to read?
Yeah, it reads like this, and then
whoa.
You gotta. I'm telling you, it's gonna go crazy, and I'm so excited
to see it like animated.
Yeah,
because they've been doing really good on
their
those
animations
forms.
Are actually
on the forms and stuff when they get into those modes. Like, bro,
yes,
I do agree with that. Like, Demon Slayer has put out some really good animation when it comes to those close-up fights, for sure.
Dude, what I find funny is the animation team is the one that added all the flowiness of the water and the fire and the electricity.
Really? Okay.
Because it's technically not
solid.
In the manga, you don't really like you see it, but it's like it looks so much better in the anime. But in canon universe, you like when they're doing it, they don't see the water or the fire coming off their blade. It's just them moving, and So
okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
they just added it.
Yeah, well, like in the manga, they like it shows it because he had like trying to add a bit of flair. But yeah, he's like it's not really there, just for effect. But yeah, dude, it's gonna go crazy. The same way I'm excited for Attack on Titan.
So
I want to see that ending.
So it says UFO Table Incorporated is the one that holds Demon Slayer.
Oh, the studio?
Yeah,
I believe so. But yeah, if they, I could see it because they have Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works. Yeah, I could totally see it. Have you ever watched Fate Stay Night?
Mm-hmm.
That animation's pretty good.
See, that's what I wanted to know because I really want to get into that where like we know the studios and stuff. That man,
dude, like Fate Stay Night gets kind of
bland.
Not, I wouldn't say bland. It just gets kind of confusing because it's just like time doesn't want to work correctly in there.
Oh, so there's no like timeline?
I mean, there's a timeline, but the timeline, people are like look like other people from the other like later on, and
they're not.
It's not that person, but it looks like that person, but then it possibly could be that person because the thing they could get later on. Yeah, it's
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. See. So
that's pretty crazy. Dang. All right. So all right, guys. So yeah, that's the Demon Slayer news. Honestly, guys, like I really need to go watch the third episode. So if y'all seen it, I really want to see it. So it's again, it's hard to do a show like this and then not have seen something. But at least we are real people trying. But yeah, guys. So definitely leave some comments, some notes on that one. What y'all think about it? But that's Demon Slayer is gonna have a 3-movie trilogy as of right now. That was what was said. That's the
for
rumors.
its final arc.
For its final arc. So I'm kind of leaning on your side there. So for sure.
I definitely would much prefer, instead of a 3-movie trilogy, give me 2 full seasons, 15 episodes, and then end it with, because that final thing I know that last movie is gonna be, that's a movie all in itself. Like, just give me that. Like,
so how many chapters is that? What you're talking about?
I would actually have to do research on that one again because I don't remember how many chapters. I think it's like, because each episode normally is about 2 to maybe 4 chapters, depending on how big the episode is and how much they could squeeze into it. The final piece that I know is probably going to be 10 to 15 chapters. Maybe. I could be wrong. Again, I probably have to research it, so don't quote me on anything. But yeah, that Demon Slayer ending
it has to get what it deserves.
That has to be a movie. That ending has to be a movie. Like, they did Rengoku good with the Mugen Train movie. Ended out with a movie. Like in all honesty, Attack on Titan, basically getting a movie. It's like this last episode is going to be like an hour plus, because the one previously that came out, I think in March, was about an hour. Yeah, I'm like, finish it out strong, and I want to see how they're going to finish the Attack on Titan, because I'm like, are you going to do it?
Because it changed the studios and everything.
Like, I'm like, okay, for me personally, I'm like, which ending are you going with? Because you have the ending from the manga, then you have the expanded ending from the manga, or are you going to do an anime only ending?
Whoa. They did an expanded, like if it was a movie and did the extended version?
Basically, he like, okay, so this happens, and then here's a little bit later.
Shut
like,
up.
He like shows you a little bit of a time lapse afterwards. I'm like, me personally, I would like,
stopped it.
No, me personally, I would like, give me the expanded. That's how I want it to end. Because it kind of leaves it like, okay, like, what's up?
Oh,
but then if they do an anime only one, because I mean they have kind of shown stuff that could possibly lead to that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. I'm nervous about it. I'm like, I want it to go down, but I don't.
Holy crap. Okay. Damn. See? This is good stuff. Man, like, makes you wonder what goes on in the studio heads, what votes, like what happens, like what is going on right now. Yeah. But the crazy thing is it's going on when we're at a home.
Well, I don't think it affects. Oh no.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
because it doesn't affect the writing for Japan.
That's what I'm saying. So they get to write mangas, they get to put out everything.
Yeah, they can put out everything. So when anime can have a big resurgence right now.
Oh damn! I didn't think of it like that. Yeah. So those movies might be a good call.
Yeah, that'd be actually really dope. Like, give us a big, like, there's some anime out there that deserve to come back and like
hit it hard.
Yeah, get the love. Like, I would like to see Yu Yu Hakusho with updated graphics.
Really? Okay.
Like, give me Claymore, but give me the whole story. Like,
verbatim. Don't change it off.
Yeah, don't change it. Like, don't end it. Don't like, oh, it's not doing it. Like, give me the whole damn story. Like,
this is their time to shine.
Yeah, right now.
Alrighty, guys, you heard that here first. I haven't heard that anywhere else. Like, since our America is at a standstill, I think Japan can idolize on that for sure.
Japan needs to step up.
Yeah, I was like, you're definitely right. I didn't even think about it like that. Alrighty, guys. So as we were speaking of anime, we're gonna go on to our anime of the week, which is One Punch Man. Are you calling Uncle? I'm excited. One Punch Man has been hilarious for me. I honestly, I really liked it. I'm enjoying it. I've gotten to season 2, but note-wise, I have had to hold back. So I got to get some more notes. It was my fault. I got more into the hilarity of the show. For real. Like, I was like, next. This is so good. This is so hilarious. Next. Like, I was just like, man.
I feel like the episodes are good spacing-wise. Like, it doesn't feel like you watched an episode and you're like, I could watch another 2. Like,
the pace is just going. And you know who keeps it that way? Saitama, like, dude.
Saitama is hilarious.
Like I said, the parody that he is what makes it more funny. Like, he goes off on like how the very first episode, the homie's going off on his backstory, you know, He's like, what kind of backstory is that? Like, you know, you just want to be a hero for fun? Like, goes off on his backstory and dude's just like, blank face. Yeah. Blank face, doesn't care, like, why? Like, I told you so you could just be quiet. Like, that's what I love. That's what I love about this. Like, the animation going from, like, so vigorous, such a detailistic, you know, being, and then it's just like, boop.
It's like, oh, I'm cool now. I'm like, what? Yeah,
like, huh?
It's basically like stoner face at that point.
Yeah, straight up, like easy drawing. I can make that cartoon, like, you know what I mean, like, and that's what makes it even better. It's just like, beep, like 2D dimensional drawings about to take you out, like, you know what I mean? Like, I freaking love it. So the first one was Strongest Man Alive. So that one was just, again, like, it was funny because his backstory starts with him, you know, taking care of Balls Chinian over there, like the little kid. That's just like, please don't be real. Like, please be imagination. I was waiting for like a real version of the kid, like, with it, you know, was, you know, not, you know, but no, it was literally the kid. Like, and so when he beat that lobster, I was just like, wow, like, pulls it out. I just didn't think that would be his backstory. Again, I should have expected something like that, but did not think that would be the cause of him to start training and everything. Like, dude, it was hilarious. It was freaking funny. Again, the fact that he goes into such detail with certain parts, the animation fight, the part, all that, and then it just goes to like such simplistic drawing at the same time. Like, he saved money while spending money at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, this one screen is gonna cost you X amount of dollars, but this one is cheap change. You know what I mean? Like, all these are cheap change. You
this
know?
One you don't even have to do animation. Just do like the flip book.
Straight up, dude. Like, that's what I thought of when I was watching it. I was like, this is what it reminds me of. I think like he was off balancing his, you know, he knew he was gonna have an epic fight scene, so he, like, you know, low budgeted other part of it. You know what I mean? So that I freaking like it. I love it. So,
you know, I don't want to speak out of turn with it because I'm not entirely sure, guys. But there's something I watched or read before, and it was saying that, like, if you look at the original drawings of One Punch, it doesn't look like the manga, because the original designer for One Punch, the story creator, he's not a very good artist. But people actually kind of liked his story, and then manga artist actually was like, yo, like, I'll do it for you, and took the pen and paper over. Shut
up. So he just gave the storyline, and then the homie draws it out for him?
Yeah. So the
Saitama that we know is the Saitama that he was able to draw.
That like blank, like, whatever. That's the original Saitama. Like, later on, you'll I think you already know them because you're on season 2. But anybody that doesn't watch, we'll get to certain people later. But one of the S-rank heroes, there's a real quick scene where she looks off, like, it looks weird, but that's the original drawing.
Oh, damn, I need to look into it. So it's on season 2?
I think it's on season 1.
Oh, okay. But when they were going off the heroes at the table, I think. Okay.
But we're skipping ahead.
Okay. But yeah. So that's pretty crazy. So where'd you hear that?
I read a story. I read it somewhere, and I was just like trying to confirm it myself, and I was like
going down the rabbit hole.
And I saw some of the original pages that were done, and yeah, they were rough,
terrible.
But
Oh shit!
They're rough, but
lack of a better term.
The story was good enough so that people liked it, and then now the artist kind of came on and just like boosted it up. Now you guys got like.
That's what. So that's a way to help a homie out.
That's why like in the manga you'll see story by one and then art by whoever did the art. Like I could probably pull it up real quick.
That's pretty cool though. He said, "Homie, I don't mean to tell you this, but yo, shit sucks." Like, like, here, I will do this story justice.
Like your characters need little help, man.
That's hilarious.
Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find it right here. Yeah. So it says story by one and draw by Yusuke and Murata.
What the hell? You literally meant by one? I think you were gonna say one and another. Like,
no, it's one because he's One Punch Man.
Guys. You never see Still Amaze Me, bro. There's sometimes I don't know if you're real, and then you can just be real the way you say it. Dude, I swear to God, it sounded like you were just kidding.
One was just a placeholder. Yeah, no, it was real.
Yeah. I thought you were using it as like a filler there, like by one.
I'm not Naruto. I'm not like filler.
But all right, one and then the art is by Yusha Murata. That's dope. Okay, all right, that's what's up. So that's crazy. That's a badass backstory. I think that's pretty cool. So I would hope that my stories would get picked up like that. I'm gonna start just drawing and putting them out there. Hopefully somebody's like, "Yo, this dude's serious. I got a story." But all right. So again, as he said, I'm pretty far up there. We're gonna go over a couple episodes, like maybe 4. So episode 2. Let's see. It was the Lone Cyborg.
His Watson Jr. says Genos is one of my favorite characters.
Nice. So who's that?
Hits Watson Jr.
Hits Watson Jr.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for chiming in. So Genos is one of yours. Again, I'm watching it, and again, the characters that I've seen, I don't know if I have a favorite, but as far as the part 2, again, Saitama, again, it's the original character, but my humor is so bland that's why I think I love that guy so much. Like, it's just, it brings the humor out in like what everybody's thinking. In other words, you know what I mean? Everybody's thinking it, but he's the one that's like doing it. Yeah, like literally the first episode. Oh, this demon, this threat level demon out here, and blah blah blah. And he's like, turns off the TV. I guess I'll go. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
isn't it that like super tall
blue? Yeah. And so I was like, that's why I love that guy. So Genos is pretty cool though. I freaking
the only thing that makes me upset with Genos is that like I think he
how many times can you get rebuilt? No,
for real.
Is that what you're going?
Real. Like I'm like, how many times are you gonna let your guard down? Over and over. I gotta learn my lesson. Stop dying, man.
He literally does say that. He's like, I let my guard down. Oh, dude, that made me tear up.
It's like every time he fights, just about he's like, I let my guard down. And, I underestimated my opponent.
He's laughing too.
It's always I underestimated them or I let my guard down. Even my wife's like, damn it, Genos. You know? Like, yeah, Genos I'm like, you're a cyborg. That can be rebuilt, but damn.
You should already have this data in your system. Like, there should be no reason.
What he says, true words have never been spoken.
I'm in tears, man. If you can see it, I'm literally in tears, man.
I'm like, Genos is a cool character. I like his whole concept and everything.
I can't go on.
Man, you get better.
I can't go on.
He's a cyborg. Can't they, like, Neo upload Kung Fu?
That's what I'm saying. Couldn't he like have that the videotape footage to like put in the data like into the?
I mean, Iron Man was able to calculate freaking Captain America's fighting style. Why can't he do it?
Oh my goodness. That was great, dude. So. I can't go on. I can't even see the same. Alright, I got this. This is some edit shit right here. Alright, so he ends up coming in. Episode 2, we're going back, guys. We're going back. Coming to, back in full circle. So he fights this mosquito queen. She was pretty cool at first. Again, what I love about this show is the build up to these, demons and these threat levels. In the manga, does it say that? Like, what is higher than others? Because I get confused on here because they're like, oh, it's threat level dragon, and oh, is demon higher than dragon? And like, I have no idea. Like,
I forget. I think in the anime, it like completely like negates one too. I think it's threat level tiger, and then it's threat level demon, dragon, and then god. Now, you've never come across a god level threat, technically. Because the way they initiate like threats is, I forget tiger. Like tiger's like, oh, it'll kill a few people.
Certain area. Okay, yeah.
Demon is like it can level like a few city blocks. Dragons like it could wipe out like a couple cities.
Which is on episode 2 that brother, that Titan brother. He was like leveling, whole cities.
This one twice. I think he was demon at first and then upgraded to the dragon.
Okay.
And then god level is
something later season.
All of Earth is basically gonna die. So that's why I say technically you never see a god level threat, but as we get into further season.
How many is there? Many more mangas already, or there's only?
There's only 2 seasons, but the manga's like pretty far ahead. So technically, they could make more. I don't know what's going on with it.
How long was that between that gap, if you don't mind me asking?
I am not sure. I think it was like.
Because it just came out last year or 2 years ago.
I think it came out like 2 years ago. So I think it was like a year, almost 2 years in between season 1 and 2.
Okay.
So right now it's going on 2 years since it came out, and it's a pretty lengthy gap. And I'm like, y'all could come out with it whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. You're that far ahead. All right.
Oh yeah, no, the manga's like.
So pretty far. Okay, all right. So you as well know what's going on further than this. Okay. So that's pretty cool. So, tiger, dragon.
No, tiger, demon, dragon, god.
Okay. So, that was what confused me. They threw their threat levels out there, and I was like, I wonder what's higher than the other. Like, because these guys both seem like the same, and this guy got a different name.
And in the manga too, I think there's there's middle classes. Technically, because you have a demon plus, which is like not dragon level exactly, but stronger than a normal demon. Okay. And you got dragon plus.
So that's what you think has been taken out of the show?
Yeah, they that, and I don't think dragon threat level tiger was ever mentioned.
I might have to read. I think it has been. That's why it sounds familiar. So I put the cyborg, because it wasn't introduced just yet. But he was getting his butt kicked, and basically at the very end, like homegirl was getting more and more mosquitoes because that was her power. Was whatever mosquito. That was funny too when Saitama was trying to kill that mosquito. As badass as he's been so far, he can't kill his mosquito. So
I love the scene where he's like, and then like when he slaps it, you hear that, boom, and then you just see the steam, and then zzz, he's like.
The face, the little like dead face, Oh man, so then, so he, what is it? Is about to Genos is about to get self-destruct. He's all apologizing to the the doctor or whatever that helped him, and then he comes in and just blasts her like the one punch. He's like, bugs. They suck.
They suck. And just like slaps the hell.
At first, I thought it was a hit, and it wasn't until a further episode, the next episode, that the scientist, saw that it was a SWAT. He's like, who is this guy? And it was with an open hand. Yes. I was like, I just caught it on the review just now. I was like, oh, damn, it was an open hand.
Yeah, that wasn't even the punch. You just like slapped the hell out of it. But yeah, man, it was. I think Saitama almost self-destructs like 2 to 3 times in the first season.
Saitama?
Or not Saitama.
It was like
Genos, yeah.
No, I think it was only once on the anime. I think
maybe
because he becomes his disciple and he starts getting slightly better, but never perfect. You know what I mean? But he didn't do it on the next episode, which was the like creator or whatever.
The ultimate master.
No, the obsessive scientist, where he makes the cyborg. No. What's his name? Carnage Kabuto.
Yeah.
So,
he didn't self-destruct there, but he had Saitama with him.
I'm gonna rewatch it. Like I said, it's funny to me. I'll watch that one like 2 or 3 times, and it was so short because it jumps right into season 2. Like, I was confused just now. I was like, "Holy crap! I'm on 14 of episode season 2," and then it continues. So it was like 12 and then 13, 14 of season 2 or whatever, So I was like, oh, okay, So it
I
threw
did
me
tell
off
you,
a little
like,
bit.
each season, I think, is 12 episodes, so
it's not bad at all.
Small, but
Yeah. So I ran through it. Like it just flew by. Like I said, it was just so hilarious. It was such a good show. So he sees how he killed him, and he just was like, "Yo, I want to become your disciple." And he's like, "I guess, come at my house." You know what I mean? Come by my house. So
I love the scene because he's like naked too because Danos like had to incinerate all his clothes. And in doing so he's like, oh, there's nobody around here, I could blow this whole place to hell basically. And he's like, wait a minute, and he turns and Saitama's just over there, whoa, that was cool. And just like completely nude.
I really love this show. Like, this dude's just so chill about everything. Like, oh, that was, what was that? Like, you know what I mean? nothing affects him. But like I said, the graphics and the names of the moves are so epic, and he's just like, all right, like,
He's like, okay.
I'm on like a 70-30 tilt. Like, I might be Saitama for Halloween. Like, like, I might be Saitama. Like, there's a strong chance on that one now. Like,
you gotta wear it to work.
I will, dude. I will, just to see. Yeah, I think Daniel will appreciate it out of all of them. Like, I think Daniel will. So I like it. I might do it. So you heard it here first. I might be Saitama. I might just we might do a Halloween week or something. Like, wear outfits and stuff. He then gets that deep hate for. Oh no, he's telling him his backstory. I love that part. And then it just getting. I don't know if you remember the anime where he like starts speeding up. He's like, and I want to go on it. He's like, just get on with it. 20 words or less.
It's like 10 words or less.
I was like, oh, that's freaking hilarious because it's the truth. Like, all of the anime, like Naruto played in my head, like the intense backstory with the flashbacks. So, having that, and then this guy is just like not about it. Like, please don't give me this backstory. That's the last thing I want to hear, So that was hilarious. That was freaking funny. So when he tells her to speed it up, he's just like, oh yeah, scientists rebuilt me. And long story short. But then that's why finds out why he hates cyborgs. Mm-hmm. That's the backstory on that guy. He ends up finding a cyborg that he like has a deep hatred for, and he's like wants to find it. And
so he becomes a cyborg to kill a cyborg.
I was thinking the same thing. The ironic of it all. So then where was it? Oh, this is when it's so funny to the show that he builds these characters. And it's this lion, and he's the move that he uses is this epic move, just talking smack to him. He's like, "You're gonna die with these 2 claws," And then he goes on, and the move is called Lion / Meteor Power Shower. and again the intensity of the build up and the the graphics, and then he's just like. Nah, the little plain character.
He's like, no, you can't touch me.
Like the plain again, that just adds to the funniness. Is the plain one, not even the intense one. You know what I mean?
Because you got this giant lion like being as intense as hell, trying to actually like do something, and he's over there like, nah, I'm good, no.
And then so when he just. It says that big old name. It made it even funnier when he says his final move. It is like 5 or normal consecutive punches. Like it just blows the dude apart. Like,
and that's something that's funny because I'm like, it makes sense for normal consecutive punches because in the manga it's normal chain punches.
That's what he calls it.
Yeah, he just like punches him a few times, and then there was something else in there that I can't remember right now. But it's just like slight little name changes.
I wonder if it is just the interpretation, because not even gonna lie to you. Well, one of the Japanese candies, I looked up the translate on Google Translate, and it said lactic acid. I was like, that is not a flavor. Like, it said strawberry kiwi, this and this and that. This is like the blue one said lactic acid. I was like, this got to be wrong. I was like, let me look up different translations. Google all around was like giving me lactic acid. I was like, I don't know if I want to eat this blue one anymore. Like
that was the ingredient.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I was like, I don't know. So yeah, so we got. I wonder if it gets lost in translation.
Yeah,
or something.
A lot of stuff like I know with one of the main ones that I can think of off the top of my head is One Piece. Mm-hmm. The T's and R's are...
Get mixed up?
No, the L's and R's get mixed up a lot because there was a crew called the Rocks Crew, but it was also for a minute translated as the Locks Crew. So it was just like, which one is it? Is it Locks or Rocks? So certain things change slightly. Okay. And then it also depends on which kanji they're using and all that stuff, so...
So yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I really wonder where the differences come in, because you say Carnage Kabuto was
Ashura Rhino.
Ashura Rhino.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's the same connotation, like the lettering that they use, and it's still that's what the translation came out to be, or you know what I mean, like.
Because I don't think like a lot of people, like in the West, know Ashura the same way they do in the East. Mm-hmm. So. Translated something that has somewhat of the same meaning. So Carnage was like, that one will do good. Okay. It sounds cool, and
I see what you're saying. The weight that Carnage carries in the West is like what the weight of Ashura, the word Ashura carries in the East.
Yeah, almost.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't understand why they changed it from Kabuto, because Kabuto means helmet in Japanese. And then you have Ashura Rhino, because he's supposed to be a Rhino Beetle.
Rhino, yeah.
So, like, that's the whole he's a Rhino Beetle. Yeah, I get it. Like, why did you change it?
Maybe because he looked like he had a helmet.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I'm like, y'all could have kept it.
Damn you, Americans.
You're gonna if you wanted it to, because Carnage Kabuto, you have the K sound. So I was like, if you wanted to do it, just put Rampaging Rhino. It would have been the same.
Yeah. Like, why not? Why are you already going that far? Or just keep it
like if you're gonna change it. Like, go on, make it at least the name similar.
Can't put one foot in. You gotta just jump in. That's so weird. That's weird. I really want to know why that is. I might, if we ever get that far in lore. It would be something to ask, or maybe asking a creator, maybe a creator themselves. Asking them
cool.
What they would do or why it's done that way. I guess.
Yeah.
But he blows them up. At the end again. So One Punch Man, and then he's mad at the fact that he's too strong. Like he's become too strong. So this show is great. I love it on so many levels, and even more now. Again, I want to know why they do that for real. Episode 3, it was the Obsessive Scientist. This one was the best one, only for the fact that it was, again, the build up to his character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what we find out. So we went a little bit ahead when we were talking about that Carnage Kabuto is one of the like scientists' great experiments. He was again a renowned scientist, like known for his for his feats in science and his again long backstory of who he is or whatever, and then but his ideas were dangerous to humanity or something like that.
They were saying that he wanted to help mankind
evolve
better, and he's just like he experimented on animals enough, and he's like, well, the only way to do it is to actually experiment on mankind, and they're like, no, that's too dangerous and it's unethical and all that stuff, and he's just like,
and then the voiceover that they used to use that is like a movie's like, oh, and this and a whole different narrator, you know what I mean, like so.
but then I think like he experimented for so long, and then when he hit 70 years old, he found a way to reverse his lifespan basically, and he went back to like 20 years old.
His peak,
yeah, and then from there he like just cloned himself a bunch, and he like all his clones in him are figuring out ways to
evolve or something. They were using different like beings or something like that.
Yeah, like that's why you had
the human tree or so. Yeah,
that's why you had the mosquito girl. You have armored gorilla as a cyborg. You have
then the Carnage Kabuto.
Yeah, Carnage Kabuto was supposedly like the peak of their stuff, and then
they had hybrids who broke into his roof because he got mad. He
got
the little like praying mantis or something like that. He breaks it through his roof.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, you guys are gonna come with me. Fix my roof."
The telepathic bug outside was like, I don't think our strongest person is with us anymore. He's like, why? I don't have his like mind connection.
Dude. No, yeah, he's like, he may not have been our strongest, but like still, he's like, he ain't with us no more.
Yeah, that was the last episode with the lion, but yeah, that was hilarious. So yeah, the show, man. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy it. So then, back to the superhuman, Carnage Kabuto. He was the ultimate. Is you saying right? The ultimate being?
Yeah, they said that he's the ultimate in power and like in his mind and everything. And the only thing is though, he's hard to control and he has like very
like rampage. Yeah. And they can't hold him back. Like they were all scared again. The love of the buildup, the love of like, oh my God, he's this being that's it's uncontrollable, and then you got this guy, and so. So they finally get to this point, and like I think he came in on it when I was reviewing it. He goes in for the hit, and you said it was so much more intense in the manga. But he goes in for like this one hit to like take him out, because again he's in his plain Jane form, and so in the manga it shows the detailed side to him.
Like the more it wasn't that like playful. It just like it showed a real quick like side view of him like giving like that death glare almost, and
like the Vegeta style.
He's like do it like, and was it Carnage Kabuto in the anime was smart enough to back off. He's like, oh, he would have got me. And I don't know if you caught it, but even in the manga too, like you could see Saitama like loosen his fist afterwards. He was just like, oh, okay, he backed off. But he was like ready for him to hit and like respond.
Oh wow, that's pretty crazy. I didn't catch that. Again, the Genos has no idea. So when he backed off, it was funny for him to be like, oh damn, like this guy even knows how serious he is. How strong he is. So then he wants to know how strong he is, and so he goes on to tell him. And again, this is the part that I think is freaking hilarious. Is with such intensity, he's like, everybody pay attention because I'm only going to say it once. Like, I do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every day for 3 years. I was like, what? I was just as dumbfounded as the characters. I was like, no way, because the build-up was like, because I didn't believe it either. I had even told him when I first started watching it, I was like, please tell me there's more to this guy's powers, right? He's like, I don't know. You gotta watch it. I was like, there's no way, because I just got to watching this. I was like, this guy goes on a normal workout. Genos gets so mad.
Not just basic strength training, but it's not even that intense.
He lost, and the part that makes it more funny is he lost his hair in the transition of doing it. But in his defense, he's every day though, like there was no break, not one time. Like, so that in his defense, I was like, okay, like I don't think I can do it every day.
And then he's like, in the summer and in the winter you can't use the
opposite. Yeah, if you're in the summer you cannot use AC, and in the dead of winter you cannot use your heater.
He's like, you do it to train your mind.
to strengthening your mind. So he's like, and 3 meals daily. He's like,
banana in the morning should be fine.
So he's freaking funny. We got some responses?
No.
Oh, okay. So then, so again, that was great. Great for the fact that he, so again, just basic. Like, and then for Carnage Kabuto to,
there we go.
What was that?
No, his Watson Jr. said, the 100 push-up scene was hilarious. Genos was dumbfounded.
He's like, you are a liar. The build-up.
You gotta be kidding me. Like, I didn't train under you for your jokes.
Exactly. He's like, I did not train under you for your jokes. But it was great. Like, again, the intensity that he said it with, like, was so hard. Like, so it was.
He said it with his chest, right?
Yeah.
He was all like, yes, this
proud.
is what I did.
Like, dare you to try to get this training regimen. Like, so, again, like, the build up to, like, just be like borderline nothing. Like, and so homie gets so mad that, even more mad. He's like, you just taunted me and you think I'm dumb, like, so he was it rampaging. You said it right before I had paused it. His move, rampaging something, I can't remember his final move.
For
Carnage mode, right?
Carnage mode, yeah.
Carnage mode. And so this again goes back to Saitama's character. He goes into Carnage mode, but he explained why he went into when and what was going to happen in his Carnage mode. So we missed a part about this guy that he was just trying to go to the supermarket. That's all he was trying to do.
He's like, we gotta go. He's like, we could check out the House of Evolution, but we have to come back in order for us to get the sale.
so they go, and he's like, and I think it's the start of a sale. He thinks it's the start of a sale. So when then Carnage Kabuto tells him his rampaging for a week and it'll end on a Saturday, that whole scene while Carnage is in Carnage mode. And he's like going after him, and he's just like dodging them and getting hit and like taking these blows, you know what I mean? And then he's just like, so he said he would go on a rampage, and if he goes on a rampage, he's on a rampage for 70 for 1 week. If that week lasts and it ends on a Saturday, that means, and it just kills him.
He's like, today's Saturday. He's like, today's the sale.
Today's the end of the sale. Oh, dude. And the Genos at his side.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, sir, it's only 6 o'clock.
If we hurry.
We can? Blows a hole through the wall.
He's like, let's go, Genos. Boom. And the whole freaking... and then the
doctor's like, I'm going to stop.
Yeah, he's like, I think I'm going to take a break from Evolution for a while.
Dude, Saitama's character, I didn't think I would love it as much as I did, bro. Like, Saitama's character is just the epitome, I think, my humor. Like, I think that's what I love about the show. Like, I sit there and I just laugh, and I was like, this is what I would think of if I was making a, intense anime. Like, why so much? Let's just end it right there. Like, why does he need to be so intense? Let's just take him out. Like, oh man. So, guys, I really am enjoying One Punch Man. Again, I watched it all the way through season 1, but we'll bring you a little bit at a time so we don't overwhelm y'all. Again, if y'all want to follow, definitely do that. I recommend it. I hope we bring y'all some different insight, especially from this guy. Your insight is freaking funny, bro. Like you see things so crazy, dude. Like this is like a way I wouldn't see it. You know what I mean? So logically, but yet so anime lore. You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? Like,
because for me, it just. I kind of have to go with you. You're like, oh yeah, that's the sense of humor I'll do, or like, this is like from a logic standpoint, this has to happen right there. But then I'm like, I was brought up with anime and manga and comics, so I'm like, yo, this kind of works like this and like that, and it's kind of funny right here, and it just,
I'm seeing it so blockchainy, and you're like the intricate, welding between the chain, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, I'm just like, that's a nice chain, and you're like, what is that chain made of? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that link doesn't look like it's supposed to be there. Like,
you're like, it's iron.
That link is nickel, the rest of it is steel. Like, I know it. It just looks a different shade of gray than the rest of the gray.
And honestly, that would bug me. I'm surprised it would have bugged you. Like,
but it would catch me. I just wouldn't think much of it. I just like, it was a bad part of steel. Like, it was a bad. So regular.
It was cooked in the oven a little too long. I don't know what to say.
I was about to say it was just a little bit of burnt, you know what I mean? Like they hammered it a little too hard in the steel, you know what I mean? That's what's good. This is what makes this show, man. This is what makes this show. But guys, I really hope y'all enjoyed this episode this week. Next week we will let you know what happened of why we were talking about earlier. I did not watch Blue Beetle, guys.
Yes.
I did not watch Blue Beetle. So
speaking of which, guys, if you ever watch it, he it's his fault for missing it, so I could like drop some stuff around. Yeah, if you watch the first,
let it out, bro.
I
can't be a hypocrite. I can't be a hypocrite. That's what we were talking about.
I know, right? You over here just like, wow, we give him a week and a half to catch up, and then you ain't even caught up.
So I'm not worried, guys. Look, Stone Cold. What are you gonna say? 5 minute, spoiler.
Well, the director even came out and said he's like, clip for. Like, there was a scene where a Green Lantern, like...
Oh, yeah, I saw that. So I kind of got spoiled a little bit.
Yeah, but it was actually, like...
He confirmed?
He confirmed it. It was actually, like, in the first, 5 minutes of the movie, because in the first 5 minutes you see the scarab, floating through outer space. Mm-hmm. And it looks like a few of them, they just scatter. And the one scarab that's coming to Earth, you see,
So there's multiple scarabs?
It looks like it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the one scarab that's coming to Earth, it looks like you could see a green light coming and it hits into the scarab. So that's supposedly like a Green Lantern flying through space and it knocks it off course.
If they do, and they try to tie, again, the tie-ins, I hope it's homie that we had mentioned. The Green Lantern that we had brought up.
Guy Gardner.
Oh. I really hope James Gunn ties that in. You know what I mean? Like, again, he's that guy. He's that guy that brings in some kind of tie-in or something. So
it'll be really cool.
It'd be funny. It's like, I'm the Blue Beetle. This is my scarab, whatever. And then it's like, I hit that on the way to Earth or something. You know what I mean? Like,
he comes out with a Band-Aid.
Yeah. Like, he left me this car. That's why I got this chili bowl haircut or something. You know what I mean? Like. So I think that'd be a pretty cool tie-in. I really would hope they do that, So
there's a real quick blink and you miss it. LexCorp building.
No way. Okay.
Yeah, real quick, dude. Like it's panning, and I was like, oh hey, LexCorp.
So they put that in there.
Yeah, they put that in there. George Lopez was great in there. He was in there a lot more than I thought, you guys. And honestly,
how'd you take? Because what I read, how'd you take the Batman line? He's a fascist. Yeah, he's a fascist.
I was just like,
did he go into explanation?
No.
Oh, he didn't. That was it.
Yeah, that was it. Because there's something that they talk about right beforehand, and so that him saying that was in response to what they were talking about before.
Okay.
So yeah, honestly, George Lopez was really good in there. A lot better than I thought. I can't remember her name. They don't want to talk about her too much. The sister of the Blue Beetle Hyman.
Mm-hmm.
Her acting was really good too.
Okay.
Like she was.
Is she gonna be introduced more, or you think she was just good enough for the one?
I think they're gonna include her a bit more, possibly. But yeah, he was
kind of like Shang-Chi's homegirl.
Yeah.
Kind of like her, like a sidekick the whole way through.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But overall, like Blue Beetle was relatively good. Like I'll rank it above The Flash. I'll give it like a good 8.5.
Oh damn! Okay.
Like, it was really good. Like the pacing was pretty decent. It wasn't just funny moments for the funny moments. It wasn't like
it wasn't oversaturated with funny moments, like forcible.
No, like when it felt organic as hell. Like the
comedy came when it needed.
Yeah, when it needed to, and like they were talking about something sad, and then a funny like. I could probably tell you guys. It's been a week and a half. It's his fault.
Go for it.
But there's a scene where the Jaime is in the room talking to the girl, and they're talking about how her mom passed.
Okay.
And he's just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," this and that, and they're like gazing in each other's eyes, and then they start to move in for a kiss, and here comes the uncle George Lopez coming. He's like, "Oh, hey guys, you gotta see this." Like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and the girl's like, "Nothing happened," and immediately Jaime's like, "Her mom died." And it was just like, what the hell? But it was like,
it would be real.
Yeah, it felt real. He's like, blurt whatever out, like anything, and that's the last thing they talk about. So yeah, like there you go. And it was like it felt normal. It felt like it wasn't like forced at all. It felt like this is actually something that would happen. And I was just like, the whole.
I like that. Okay, see, and that's what I love humor, and again, it comes in the right timing, especially like again, One Punch Man, just like that one little, like again, huge explanation. Okay, like you know what I mean, like the dumb, dumb round face, like okay, like so just that little punch of humor right when you need it, like you know what I mean, so intense, humor, you know.
Yeah, like it was just like sad moment, like oh man, and then humor, and I was like, okay, that humor brought us back. And it was just like, but you could tell that sadness kind of drew them together, and now the humor makes it just like, okay, well, we gotta move.
We're past it.
Yeah,
we're family now, or whatever. You know what I mean? Okay.
But overall, it was good. I would definitely.
Again, you were saying animation, so give the fans. So animation was better than Flash, but not the best, or
it was
because it's been.
It was really, really good actually. Like when you see it come on and everything, and it just like it looked. Like it could have almost been real, like a suit, like legit, just pixeling onto you, and it was really cool. Like the robot suit kind of looked a little clunky.
The robot suit?
No, not him, but there's a enemy in there that has like a robotic suit similar to his.
Okay.
But that one looked a little clunky at times. Even though, dude, when he's like flying and stuff.
Okay.
He grows like the little pair of wings because he's a beetle.
Mm-hmm.
Those wings look good.
Legit?
Like, they look legit. Like,
when they fold in, does he do a landing and they fold in?
No, like, they don't fold in. He, when he does land, he just, flaps down real quick. But, you don't see him, actually, it would have been cool to see that.
Yeah.
But then he has a little
claws
thing. Yeah, those are pretty good. And, yeah, overall it was really good. Like, the graphics were really good.
Yay or nay, I haven't even seen it online. Post-credit scenes?
There is 2. You only need to stick around for 1.
The final credit?
The first credit scene is all you really need to stick around for. The final credit scene is just one of those, oh, haha,
I hate those.
I know.
I freaking hate those. Why would you do that?
Everybody in the theater when I went and saw it, be like, we really waited for this? And I was like...
No way they said that?
Yeah, there was a few people who were like, that's it? And I was like... Yeah, that's it.
That's how I felt about Mr. Strange over here.
Yeah,
it's over.
That pissed me off too. That one especially pissed me off.
Like, why? Why do that? You need to build up your freaking timeline here, and you go with wasted 15 seconds. The wasted.
So the ending was kind of like. Some people were saying, "Oh, it does matter," but I was just like, I don't think that really matters because you hear.
What is it? Just tell me the last one.
It's like a little cartoon scene from in the
animation
because in the movie they basically hack into something and a cartoon starts playing, and that cartoon is the very end credit, and then he's like oh, that's sexy. George Lopez, he's like, oh, that's sexy, and then it cuts, and I was like, that really wasn't worth it. But the mid credit scene is the one you do need to stick around for. That one's actually really good. because it sets up for the next one.
Oh, nice.
So,
nice. So that's what they did?
Yeah.
So they said it wasn't, but it is?
Yeah. You can tell it's setting it up because, I mean, it basically says it right there. Like, yo, like, get prepared. Some other crap's going to happen.
Sound like Shang-Chi over here?
Yeah.
Like, welcome to the bigger universe, whatever.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's interesting. I really want to see
it. It wasn't like on that scale, like, there's a bigger universe.
Yeah.
It was like...
Just saying...
It was saying, like, yeah, there's something going on, and this person might be back. So,
cool.
So that mid-credit scene is worth it, but after that, you don't need to stick around for that last one, guys. Like,
all right, guys, there you go. Don't stick around. I'm not. That's all I needed to know. Like, again, the biggest one was this guy right here. Like, my testament is that I've never seen a Oasis credit scene like this guy right here. Like, or in game. The hammer stroke, the hammer stroke, that one killed me. Like, they could have, like, maybe, I don't know. I think that was a good. I think that was a good one. Yeah, that was the show definitive end. Yeah. But a part of me really wanted something.
But I liked how it ended it where it began.
With the hammer scene of him, yeah. The Iron Man, yeah.
But then the other one that got me was the Spider-Man movie because
Captain America. That one too, and that's why you should stay in school, something like that, kids. Right? It's like, and he's like, how many more do we got of these? Like, you know, something like that. I can't remember. So yeah, like that's what bugs me is the freaking waste of 4 minutes. Again, it used to be a reason why it was worth it, and
but now they trained us to do that, so now it just wastes time. So then when people start skipping it, and then they're like, "Oh wait, we heard somebody else."
So now you got to go back and watch the movie again. That'll watch the cheap version online. Someone recorded. You know what I mean? So like, but it's true though. So tell me this. Do you truly believe that all movies have like some type of end credit scene? Like, there's some Disney movies that we let play, and then the end credit scene comes up, and it's like, one of the characters from the animation, and you're just like, oh damn, this had a ending credit scene. Like, no way. Like, what I mean?
I think a lot of Disney and every Marvel and now DC do. But I don't think every movie has one.
Like, not movies like regular, but are there some movies that you watch that you're just like, I wonder if there's a credit scene, you know what I mean? Like, Invincible, the season Invincible, like, a part of me was like, I wonder if there's a credit scene here, you know what I mean?
I don't think there was.
There wasn't. Yeah. So, like, that's what like, things like that I watch, and I'm just like, this feels like there would be an ending credit scene.
It feels like it could have one, but they trained us to do that, so, yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty funny. I'm ready to watch it. Again, tough with baby with a life with a baby, but I gotta make it happen. I'll make it this week, so we'll be able to talk about it in depth next week. Yes. We got I got some spoilers. I'm not worried about it. But
I didn't give away too much.
Yeah, we didn't give away too much. So I'm excited. Hope y'all enjoyed the show, guys. Again, next week we'll go over maybe another 4 episodes of One Punch and Blue Beetle. So then, as well as the news, the strike is still going on, so that's why we haven't really got anything. James Gunn, I didn't think I told you, James Gunn wrote something to someone via cast rumor, and he's like, why would I cast him during a writer's strike or something like that? Yeah. That's a no. He's like, so that rumor's a no-go or something like that. So, so it's serious, guys. Again, next week we'll give you the definitive days of how long it's been, but for sure it's still going on and it's serious. I mean, it's put everything at risk. Every movie, not just Marvel, not just DC, everything. Every
movie, TV shows, just everything.
So everything that's coming out is what was made 2 years ago, probably. It was like a year and a half ago. So everything. Once that runs out, like we mentioned, Japan needs to hop on it because that they don't have a writer's strike going on. I don't think. So definitely. But alrighty, guys. Well, that is the Hideout this week.
Hope y'all enjoyed your time.
Hope y'all enjoyed it. Cried with us with some laughter, and had a good time. So again, tune in next week. We will hopefully get the bugs worked out with our system, and we'll have us on multiple platforms. So we'll see y'all next week, guys. Y'all be safe.
Bye, guys. Thanks for joining us again.